Alrighty. In the last match, we did get to see the Gravekeepers take on their first opponent in Weevil Underwood. In this one, it is going to be Chazz Princeton, who has got an Ojama and Armed Dragon deck. So the Armed Dragon level 3, 5, 7 and 10 are in, along with 3 copies of all the Ojama monsters. And all of the Ojama spells and traps that are in the game as well was also added to his deck. I don't know what generation all of those cards are from, but, well, this is the deck that I have created for Chazz Princeton and his Duelist Kingdom run, as he was a heavily requested one as well. After Chazz does Duelist Kingdom, I'll get Chazz to do Battle City as well in the future, but Alexis, Chumlee, Cyrus, Zane, I'll do all of them. There will be no stone left unturned on this channel for Yu-Gi-Oh content, as select Chazz. Alrighty, Chazz Princeton is going to take on his first opponent for his Duelist Kingdom run. It is going to be against Mako Tsunami, because Weevil played against the Gravekeepers. So we can have different opponents, so we can see a different player. There he is, Fishman. Mako, symbol of friendship. Hey, to activate this card. I didn't get to see the effect. The symbol of friendship, that was in the episode 1. There is one card I know that's called, there's a card called Yugioh Friendship. There's also another card. It might be Yugioh Friendship. It might be another card. But it's called, or is it called Handshake? You offer your opponent a handshake, and if they accept, the duel is a draw. That is a legitimate card. Alright, Ojama Blue and Ojama Red are in Chazz's hand. Now, I will be 100% honest. I don't know all of the effects of these Ojama cards and spell cards, so I'm going to be learning a bit through this series as well as we watch the duels back. People have asked me a few times before. Yes, both players are human. There's a few group of us here. I don't play the matches, I just watch them back. It's the other guys who record it. But it's not the same players every time. They know more about these decks than I do. I am just a common spectator as well. Oh, well, I know most of the cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. 5D, Zexal, and all that onwards, not so much. I know most of the classic cards before the GX series. So the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series I'm very familiar with. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX I'm somewhat familiar with, if that makes sense. But Amazon of the Seas has come to the field and it's gone in for Ojama Blue. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 2 Ojama monsters cards from your deck to your hand. Okay, Ojama Blue activates. The Ojama cards all have 0 attack points. But I do believe there are spells and traps that you can use to power them up. I've got Ojama Green on card, and I think I've got Ojama Black as well. I haven't got any of the others, but when I first got those cards, I was like, oh well, they're kind of useless. But I never figured out the Ojama strategy, if that makes sense. There's Armed Dragon level 5, and oh, Chazz can make a fusion here. And it is Ojama Knight. That's right, you can use a fusion between Ojama Green, Yellow and Black will make Ojama King, is it, I think? Now the Ojama Knight and the Ojama King, they have the same effect, but there's just one extra for Ojama King, but they take out your opponent's monster zones. So if you have both of them on the field and your opponent didn't have any monsters, they literally would have no usable monster zones. There's also a magic card called Ground Collapse, which does that effect as well. It's not in the Chazz deck, but so 2 of those monster zones Mako cannot use. 2500 defense as well. It's not bad. Okay, Ojama Pajama. Oh my word, what a card. Armed Dragon, I did not get to read all the effect. There's Amazon of the Seas, and oh, it's Terra King Salmon. Good card. 2600. Chazzy Boy might be in a... no, he does have negate attack on the field. One Ojama card from your deck to your hand, then discard one card during your main phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon as many of your banished Ojama monsters as possible. Okay, Ojama Pajama effect is activated. Now, I am reading these effects as quickly as I can, but again, the human players on this duel, which has already been recorded before I am watching it, so they may go faster than what I can read them. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, add one each of Ojama. Oh, good play. Good play. So Ojama, yellow, green, and black a copy of it all come to Chazz's hand. So if Chazz could draw another polymerization, he could get the Ojama King and potentially block all of the monster card zones. And Mako wouldn't be able to summon any monsters. So again, I will follow along as best I can. I have been trying to get someone to come on commentary with me, but no one seems keen for it. I guess when you hear the sound of your own voice back for the first time, it is quite daunting, I will admit. There's Armed Dragon level 3. Now that I do understand. That can evolve into Armed Dragon level 5 when it destroys monsters on the field, I think. Same with Armed Dragon level 5 going to level 7. Okay, Ojama Pajama is continuous. And that's actually a pretty useful card. Let's retain an Ojama card. The original attack and defense of all monsters on the field. Huh, that's a handy card. Ah, okay, so that's how you get Ojama King and Ojama Knight's true power. You use that Ojama Country card. So Ojama Yellow has just gone to the graveyard. I'm with you now, so change that to attack. Yeah, okay, so Ojama Country will swap them, and Terra King Salmon's only got 1500 defense. So is that 1500 or... I can't quite... Oh, it's 1200. Oh, it's 1200 with Umi. Sorry, I am going a little bit short-sighted with my vision sometimes. Sometimes I can't tell if something's a 5, a 0, or an 8. As Armed Dragon level 5 has now come to the field, so Chazz tributed. Oh, he didn't need to. Though, did he? There's Dispel. Oh, that's going to get rid of that. Oh, it's probably a good thing Chazz did tribute. I don't know if that was foresight or... I mean, Armed Dragon level 5 going into Armed Dragon level 7 is very, very strong as well. Ojamech. There must be another machine fusion thing that can be done with this deck as well. I don't know about that one. You can only activate this card when Ojama Green, Yellow, and Ojama Black are face up on your side of the field. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Okay, there goes Armed Dragon level 3 to the graveyard. So if Chazz could get those 3 Ojamas to the field, he could activate that magic card. Destroy all of the enemy's monsters as well. And, oh, Chazz has drawn Polymerization. I know what this means. Chazz can fuse those 3 together and get the Ojama King. He is 3000 defense. Oh, I just thought of another Yu-Gi-Oh! GX character. The one that has some Moki Moki cards. Moki Moki King. Moki Moki itself isn't a strong monster. Yeah, because that dude was like tripped out of his mind. He was like really, really like mellow. Oh, I remember the episode because he was locked away in something because he was so mellow that he'd make everyone else mellow. He had like the power and everyone would mellow out too much. Oh, that was in the GX episodes. I forget his name. I vaguely remember the duel though because he used some Moki Moki cards. He was like, just chill, Jaden, bro. It's all just fun. Just chill. I remember that match. Alright. What's that one? Ojama Muscle. So one face up, King, destroy all. I didn't quite read that whole effect, but it had something to do with Ojama King. Armed Dragon level 5 goes in for the attack and destroys Yado Karu. Level up Armed Dragon level 5. Oh, look at this. Armed Dragon level 7 is coming to the field. My word, look at that field. 3,000 defense, 3 unusable monster zones, and a 2,800 attacker as well. This Ojama deck is also actually really good. It's that Ojama Pajama card that's really doing the damage though. And, oh, there's Fissure from Mako. That gets rid of Ojama King. Oh, we won't get to see Ojama Muscle then. And oh, Mako, no monsters to play. Oh, Mako, sorry, Chazz. Chazz has drawn Monster Reborn. Okay, what does he go for here? Oh, Terra King Salmon. Oh, okay, yes, Chazz has pulled Terra King Salmon, so that'll be 2,600 because Umi is still on the field. So 26 and 28 is 5,400. So Mako should be down to 1,300 life points unless Chazz can have something else that can do some damage. Well, the Ojama deck, it doesn't seem stupidly powerful, but it's powerful enough. It's tricky. It's a tricky sort of deck that can bamboozle the opponent. It's definitely that sort of deck. So 2,600 with Terra King Salmon. Armed Dragon level 7. Now to get Armed Dragon level 10, you need to have Armed Dragon level 7 on the field. I know that. Armed Dragon level 10, I think when that's summoned, you can destroy all of your opponent's monsters or all of their cards on their side of the field or something. It's basically one of those like ending cards. Like you play that on the field and it's like, ooh, just about game over. Alright, there's Ojama 2. I think that summons tokens. Now, unless Mako can block, he didn't play any monsters again. Mako does have quite a lot of high-level monsters in his deck that aren't that strong, so he may have had his hand bricked in the end, but alright, well, Chazz won the first one. We'll go into match number 2. I'm doing my best to try to keep up with this match as much as possible as well. It's been fun so far. The Gravekeeper's deck was very fun to watch, and this Chazz Ojama one is also quite fun to watch. As Chazz has elected to go first. Again, he won the rock, paper, scissors. Alright, what chaos do we have available for us in this one? So, Ojama red and blue are in Chazz's hand again. He's also got Armed Dragon level 7. Okay. Now that seems to have an effect with the Armed Dragon, so you can get rid of... It says you can get rid of an Ojama and you can pull a... you can summon... Okay, so Ojama Black and... So with that Ojama match, you can pull an Ojama and one of those Armed Dragon cards, and you can summon one of them. So it's almost like you're making 2 summons in one turn. So even though Chazz already summoned that Ojama Blue, he has been able to pull the Armed Dragon level 5 from the effect of being able to summon it. So a 2,400 on the field for Chazz in the first turn. He's also got Armed Dragon level 7. Available, which will be able to level up if Armed Dragon level 5 destroys a monster. There's Polymerization. Okay, Ojama Black has gone to defense mode. 2,400 goes after Psychic Kappa. And because it destroyed a monster, the Armed Dragon level 5 can upgrade to Armed Dragon level 7. And with 2,800 attack points, it's very, very difficult for Mako to get that off the field by battle. Mako does have fissures and dark holes and stuff like that, so something like that may at least keep these games somewhat competitive. I doubt the Ojamas will win every game of Duelist Kingdom and Battle City, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! After all. Alright, Chazz going in for the attack again. He can't upgrade Armed Dragon level 7 by destroying monsters on the field, but if he draws the Armed Dragon level 10, he can summon it, because he's got Armed Dragon level 7 on the field. I believe that's what the card text had. Again, a lot of these Ojama cards, I am reading them for the first time as well, but so far, very fun deck. I get the feeling that we're going to have a lot of fun doing these series as Soul Eater. 0 defense, 1200 attack is destroyed, protecting Mako's life points, so seems like Mako is only just holding on though. Alright, draw phase from Mako, 6 cards in hand, still got 8,000 life points, so despite the amount of attack that Chazz has. Okay, there's a Wabaku. A couple of here and there cards were added to Chazz's deck, like the D-Spells, the Wabakus. Just to give him that Duelist Kingdom defensive presence, in a way. Alright, Mako though, all he's been able to do is just throw down defense. He's keeping his life points safe, but he won't be able to defend like this forever. Throws down another one. As DJ Khaled would say, another one. There's Ojama Green. I do believe that polymerization could work now. 2 Ojama monsters should make Ojama Knight, shouldn't it? Then again, Chazz just biting with a 2800 beat stick on the field. Nothing that Mako has is going to be able to go head to head with that. He's going to have to hope he draws a fissure or a dark hole. And, oh, D-Spell. So Mako went to look at that face down card. May have been a bit concerned of what it was. Throws down a face down of his own. Another face down spell or trap for Mako. And, oh, to the end phase. Oh, it's looking like Mako's hand might have bricked. Now the Ojamas though, they don't have any attack points, so they can't really join in and do any life point damage, but still 2800 here about to come off Mako. It's a big hit. And it's only, Mako's only going to be able to be hit that hard 2 more times. 2800, the exact same as the legendary twin-headed Thunder Dragon. That's why I know that it only takes 3 attacks, because the amount of times I use the twin-headed Thunder Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, I know that 28, 28, and 28, 28 and 28 is 56, plus another 28 is 8400. It's because of that card I know my 28 times tables. At least up till 3, because 3 hits will do it. Alright, Armed Dragon level 7 goes in again, and this time it is Tongyo that is destroyed. So Mako, he cannot keep this up. He is not going to be able to keep this up forever. Looks like the Ojama deck might just be a bit too strong for Mako here, as Ojama Duo is flipped up. And oh, okay, they go to Mako's field. When it is destroyed, the controller takes 300 damage. Okay, they can't be used for tribute. Ah, okay, so if Mako... if Chazz summons Ojama King, for example, he can use that token card and he can occupy another one of Mako's monster zones. So it is possible with this Ojama deck. It's very difficult for the opponent to actually get monsters to the field if they have the cards in the right order. Alright, that is Ojama... I can't see it. Ojama... country, I think that says. the text on the bottom, I cannot read. I will have to wait for the card's text to be enlarged. Select the monsters to special summon from your deck. Goes with Ojama Black. That was the effect of Ojama Duo being removed from play. Not a bad effect. Zoning out with the music that's playing on the background here. Alright, Ojama Country is played. To be honest, I think Legacy of the Duelist has some of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! Backing music of all the games. Like, Duelist of the Roses was really good, as, okay, Ojama King, it looks like it's going to come to the field. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories had quite a pop tune as well, but one day I do plan to put some of my own backing music over these Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, because the backing music does get a bit tiring after time, but all in due time. I do have some backing tracks that I have made, but... And, oh, it's 3,000 attack. Oh, is that what Ojama Country does? It flips the attack and defense. It appears that it does all monsters on the field, because it's also done Chazz's Armed Dragon level 7. Alright, Fissure was just activated, and that's destroyed one of those Ojama tokens that's on Mako's side of the field. Select one face-up Ojama King, destroy. Oh, destroy all the Ojama monsters that... Oh, okay, so Chazz activated that Fissure. He didn't need to activate that Fissure. There will be misplays here and there because, again, our human players are using these decks for the first time. So there will be some bugs, some kinks to work out, but Amazon of the Seas, okay, that deflects a 1,000 attack. But Ojama King is at 5,000 attack points. Holy hell. Okay, the Ojama deck has strategy, and it can get you a lot of attack points. Again, I am seeing these Ojama strategies for the first time. I did watch the series once with Chazz and them, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember very much of it. And, oh, Armed Dragon level 10 has been drawn. Oh, do we get to see it? Mako didn't play any monsters. He's got 2 face-down spells or traps, but he has no monsters, so Mako may have drawn a bit of a brick. Again, he does have a lot of high-level monsters as well. Again, I'm doing my best to follow. Armed Dragon level 7 is tributed at 2,000 defense. Armed Dragon level 10 is still going to be a formidable force. You can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. That is absolutely broken. Bro, like... Oh, if Mako can't block, he's going to take 5,000 points of damage. Oh my word. Well, how about that? Chazz Princeton wins his first Duelist Kingdom match. He'll play Weevil tomorrow. We'll flip him around with the Gravekeepers. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope that was fun. I am having a blast right now watching these new decks. I think we've got some fun times coming up. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.